Just keeping this testing. Just gonna test for a little bit before we continue on with the stream. Test, mic check. Looks like we're okay for now. Okay. Just gonna keep that over to the side. And in we go. Your staff is streaming right now. Possibly could be. She is. Take a look. Ooh, Stario. Nice. Alright. So I'll do two things. One, two. I'll keep mine over here. And I'll keep Steph's over here.
I have other light cones you could use.
There we go. This should be fun. I'll keep her stream up so I can watch it, I guess. Good. I guess.
Hey, Puzzle!
Actually,
Yeah, no, auto, I'm actually playing in auto. I'm looking stuff up. I'm trying to look at the phases for 2.5. They're just showing the banners, but they're not showing the phase. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'll adjust the volume like that.
I'll lock it just in case potential. I ain't keeping that. I'm just putting all of it. Yeah.
Good.
After Venti's friendship 4, almost 6. Oh yeah, puzzle update. Nahida and Zongli, I got to friendship 6. So now I'm working on Venti, who was at friendship 4 before like I took a break. So once I get Venti friendship 6, I'm gonna put Lynette in because to unlock all the voice lines, I just gotta get to friendship 6. I'll try and push Archon. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I have Sampo, so I'm not worried about Black Swan. Kafka, I'm gonna have to skip again.
Alright, let's do some dailies.
So there's like four banners on first half, but there's 2 on second half. No, 3. There's like 3. No,
Dailies for cats.
wait. Yeah, that's so weird. Shouldn't it be like 3-3? They should have done 3-3. That's insane. I hope a lot of people complain about the. Do you think a lot of people are? My bad. Let me rephrase. Do you think a lot of people are going to complain
Hey,
that
time.
there's a
Yeah,
six
busy
banner
day.
and then they reverted back to
Currently at my sister's
what y'all
house.
think?
Spent some time playing with the cat. It
Gotta
was
get
only
the
busy in
all
terms of
players
commuting
together.
over,
Yep.
but otherwise it was a very, I guess, pleasant day overall. I'm currently watching Steph's stream. at the same time. Since I got my double monitor set up here. God damn, looks like she got double crit.
Woohoo! The slippery ground here is perfect for sliding around on a surfboard.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna save this. This is a really good war spot.
It's always HP boots with this set. Whoops.
I guess after I clear this commission.
Let's hope you put up a good fight. Here comes another.
Buckle up! Japan!
Hello, Tangy.
Let's get it on!
Oh, congrats on the Kazuha. How's your progress on so far? Save this spot for Oris. That's actually really good. Next spot.
I know, Benno, I know. That's why I'm hoping it just hits effect hit rate. If you don't, I'm not keeping
Oh, it's a bit of a rainy day in Natlan. It's fine.
Yeah, Yasu was freely given. But yeah, so once I'm done with, like, since I'm so glad Vinci was friendship 4, I just gotta get him up by friendship 5 and 6. Raiden is almost friendship 2, so I'm trying to get, I want to try and get Raiden Shogun done too, so I can, because all I gotta do is level up Koei, Lenny, and Lynette. Because I kind of want to do Lenny and Lynette together.
Right? These two are gonna be close to each other. Fantastic. Still need to probably need to keep farming more of these overworld enemies as well. We just got a lot of chests we need to take care of too. Oh boy. Now, our last one.
This weather makes me want to lay down and catch some rays.
Well, here comes another.
Neutralize! Hi! Right here! Clear the area! Check this out! That's the launch! Surf's up!
Don't mind if I do. Let's do this then. Yeah. Yes, you are. Qualified after all.
See our daily comms.
Off we go! Add Ash...
Yeah, I for real.
And I need to take a look at our plans for today.
Add Astra...
Hybrid.
Because they also do want to play some Zenless today, but it's going to depend on how much we can do it for now. So, let's go to their dailies, claim all those. Okay, so look at our events list. still have that. No other new events at the moment. Okay. So, here's what we got. In terms of a weapon for Kinich, we have the free-to-play one. Leveled up. You know, just in case I can't get his weapon for whatever reason. So we have Earth Shaker max level R5. We don't have many books at the moment. Bit of a shame. But probably with well, we kind of have enough blues to go for a bit, but it won't be too much. I used up all mine, that's right. Not worth it, yeah. Okay, so 1,500, that's like 8 more. Yeah, 51 at the moment. So, yeah, we're getting close to like 60-ish at the moment. We're gonna hit like around 65, 70-ish. If we're including any of the exploration that I'm doing in Natlan. So we're gonna get pretty close to soft pity on Kinich. So I'm not gonna do anything else. Unless, you know, things go horribly wrong. Which I really hope not. In terms of that, we have 10 days, 21 hours. So just to keep that in mind, that's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then it'll be Tuesday evening, as always. Just wanted to make sure. So 17th, we will be pulling for Kinich. Hello, Miss Angel. Well, I guess it's morning for you, but evening. How you doing? All right. So now we have boss materials. We have the weapon. We pretty much have his material. Should have all of it. I have all of it ready. So the only thing left.
The most important part of going out to have.
Ah, gotcha. Not an issue, Miss Angel. I'm a Scot, I guess. Good morning to you, Ben. Hope you're having a good start to your day. Yeah, I think for now we're just gonna have to start farming Obsidian Codex. I'll worry about XP when we get there, but since I'm on 50-50, I can't guarantee that I'll get a Kinich immediately. It's gonna be for Mualani as well, so might as well. Alright, so this will be the team we're bringing in. Since every single one of these characters need friendship. And I did change my dia a little bit. Unfortunately, it did require equipping her with some not so great artifacts, but that's because of the instructor bonus. Since we have this going for us, this extra EM for Mualani is pretty spicy. So I'm just trying to see if I can make that work. That's all. We'll just do like regular runs since I don't want to waste any of my crystal flak cores yet. Let's go. All Alright, so it'll be
Reconstitute. This'll brighten up the place. Hi.
yeah, I need to see if I can make this a little bit faster.
Need a surfboard?
Exactly what I was hoping for. Alright, so it's gonna be a little rough getting good. Excellent artifact, just on the wrong set. Are you serious? Bruh. Like, that's a beautiful piece right there, but no.
Let's get clearly. No. I messed up.
Alright, we can't use Kashina.
Extract. Alright, let's ride. Amazing.
She'll be there for moral support.
Amazing. Let's shred, Sharky. Off we go.
It is what it is. Since I don't have a healer. Elmo wouldn't help either. Attack Goblet. Sigh.
Look alive. Carving wave. That's up. Woohoo! Check this out. That's the one.
I have to start healing up. I have a lot of HP recovery dishes. Why does it not? I don't have too many of them. Got a lot of skewers. So. Not like it'll help, but does help Kachina. And she doesn't have a ridiculous amount of HP to work with.
No.
Healing bonus.
No.
Hilarious.
Neutralize. Buckle up. Hot. Amazing.
There we go.
Need a surfboard?
It's a lot better. That's a flower. Oh, energy recharge defense. Useful for Kachina. We'll hold on to that. Okay.
Reconstitute. Let's get it on. Carving wave. Woohoo! That's up. Enchanted flame. Woo!
Very good.
Off we go faster.
Ooh, crit damage, HP EM. Not bad, considering that the set gives 40% crit rate. You could get away with that.
Look alive. I must protect my clients.
Alright. Looking good. Another flower on the other side. So we got a crit damage piece. No other offensive piece.
Neutralized. Buckle up. Drilling. Carving wave. Amazing. Let's ride.
Right. Got that one down. Goblets. Malvika, please? Question mark? Terrible. I mean, 40% crit rate, but really hoping for it to be Hydra.
Reconstitute. Let's get it on. Check this out. That's the mark.
Good. Feather, terrible. I don't think I'm gonna trash any gold pieces yet. Probably just gonna wait until my Ugh, yeah. Definitely gotta get some more higher HP food. Running low.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Defense.
I need to get moving with story.
Alright, 10th run today. What do we got?
Neutralized. Let's get it on. Let's ride. Need a surfboard? A little ambiance.
Yeah.
Look alive.
We'll let that go.
I might have to give Clara. We'll see what this is at 12.
Crit damage ER, not bad. Let's do some quick leveling. Considering this will be my first like foray into artifacts. I might even consider like doing some of the free-to-play crimes for a max refresh. Just gets like a nice head start into it. Kinda considering it. It's kind of. Alright. So let's take a look. Artifact. We are looking for Obsidian Codex. We have HP crit. We have a crit rate there. Pyro damage. HP is gonna be fine for Yo-Yo.
Crit damage on 15 to make it still keepable.
I'm gonna try this crit circlet first. Hey, Lenry, let's go. This is some artifact farming. Yeah, okay.
I don't have anything better except what's on my K list.
So, let's take a look here. currently farming pieces for Mulan. Yeah, and ironically, this isn't bad. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's with the specific item. I don't have it fully active yet, so EM, that's actually decent. Just going to crit rate a little bit though. Not flat. Whatever. Yikes. Alright, let's look for an old relic. Don't need, or old artifact I don't need anymore.
I'm almost 400.
Oh, I have this HP. What? Why am I using that? Danger damage.
Yeah, almost 400, and then
This one is pure Garbo. Yeah, this one I don't like.
And then it's either gonna
Toss
say
that one.
I need to get to 1,000,000, and then I do the last miss, the last
Oh, I don't like that at all.
and
Nice
then
ability.
Genshin Dream. So
Gonna get Kazuha? Wise choice.
this could be.
Hope you get him early.
Today's stream is probably gonna be
Wow, this is
around
just
a good 3
terrible.
hours. Because I'm hoping with
Yeah.
the 3-hour mark we get everything.
I think we're gonna have to do it today. Most likely. Then, how do we get to 40 right now?
Yeah, this stuff.
And
This
furnishings.
Wait, I'm just trying to get the story stuff because I don't want to deal with Wawa being busy.
I mean, best of luck, man. Super solid. Alright, so let's just go make 10 items, I guess.
So I got that investigative assignment. Any mentions? Any mention things I gotta reply to at all? Nope.
Plans tomorrow. We have some errands to run in the morning, but should be small, not errands. At best, it's either just gonna be very short streams, or I'm just gonna chill out until next week.
Outside my window, I hear laughter and otherwise empty house. Sometimes I feel like I can't breathe. When the real estate agents sold me the place, they wagered that the previous owner all outworlds here to seek more access. Over time, there was resentment got left there. I used to count my lucky stars after the long life species, not needing to search for immortality, but
It's
now
actually
I'm
can't
haunted.
set other keys.
I think I've heard that some short-lived species folks running into trouble at the occupation even move out, didn't do anything. The occupation, surely not.
What was the other piece? Alright, no achievements for it.
This is pretty scary. That's it. Weird username.
Alright, furnishing.
This realm is
I haven't created furnishing in ages. Well, we should have enough. Let's make some simple ones.
Stuff happening in the haunted house. All right.
Let's make some very easy furnishings.
Give me just 1 second.
Oh dang, let's use all of that. Huh, cool.
if you ever
Probably should have known that, but purchase 2 items in another player's world.
So I only have 3 Lofu myths left. A haunted house, a ghost I can
The
already
desert's a
smell.
tough
Our power is
adversary,
increasing.
but at least it doesn't hide anything. What you see is what you get, and whether you take on the challenge,
This must be the work of the Hilibus.
I can't purchase anything.
Yes, I imagine so. We're not ruling out the chance that it's fraud. Gwenithan, Trailblazer Right will need to visit personally to reach proper conclusion.
That's
Though
fine.
there's no doubt about it, it's Hilibus. It's so hard to tell that's true. We're not in network to go visit for reaching conclusions.
Okay, so let's see. I have an idea
So
for
we
this.
go, Wawa.
Give me just a second. I need to go get something.
I've found some clues that may be linked to Tell on another post. I want to go and confirm for myself. You go and do what you need. Well, Logui, Kalis, and I will go to the haunted house. Don't worry, we're on it. But Nathan, make sure you tell us if you come across your trouble, Wawa. I actually want to find Tell more. I'm not actually sure if the message is reliable, so I don't want to trouble you at all. Trouble you all? Wawa, make sure you tell us if you come across any trouble. Yeah, the second one kind of went to the first. After all, it's not the ghost hunting squad without any of us, right? Oh my gosh, I swear. Hey, chat. Do you think this team, cause like say if I go Preservation Trailblazer, then Gwenithan, Su Shang, and Wawa, how good do you think the team's gonna work? I can even go Harmony Trailblazer. How well will the team work? Too bad I don't have Su Shang. I should, keyword should, get a single copy of Gwenithan when I pull for Jiaochua. Or again, maybe, or I could not look out, but like, ooh. That's why, again, I'm going for Jiaochua because I don't have Gwenithan. And I want him for Acheron. That, and I love him in general. After it's on the Ghost Hunt is gone without any of us, right? Thank you. I messaged the person who made the post and he has sent me an address. All right, Ghost Hunted Squad, let's move out. Move out. Oh my gosh. Okay. Speak with Poster. A post on Ghostly Grove concerning a haunted resident catches your group's attention after Gwenithan sent
All right,
We
back.
dealt with the real thing before too. No dialogue. If you ask me, Timlord's commission art.
So let's see. There's some Chinese food downstairs. I went to get some.
Big slash boy, boy, or girl on gender. For all we know, you're the one making up stories. I'm gonna go with this. Hey, you still don't believe me?
All right. So yeah, I think we do it. We do it.
Fine. There are some things
I
that
will
mentioned in my original notes. You understand what I
convert these
explained?
8.
At first, this wasn't a property that I bought at lowest price. Blinking,
Mm-hmm.
thinking I got myself a steal, but after they sold me the property, I never heard from the previous owner again. As I learned
Thought I
everyone
had a single wish
I
there.
learned has met an
So at
unfortunate end.
59.
I never used to believe in haunted houses or things like
See.
that, but ever since I moved in, I've developed a cough, and it was
Do I
instead of rage
want to
attacks, I
get
started making noises.
some Genesis purely for
The same time, I
refreshing?
found a geomantic master who checked his compass said
I
that
kind of want to do
haunted
that.
house and pavilions, there's a flourish of energy. The courtyard walls do not foster a growth of wealth. There is sickness to the east, and the population pop, to the west lacks harmony. In community, the four directions are not favorable, and the five elements clash.
Hmm. That does sound kind of tempting. Just have like
This
a
house
few
has
days full of
residents
just
have met ruin. Spitfarers are frequently
artifacts
called,
or
yet the spirits of
something. But
aggrieved dead linger. My advice: move out within 3 days, or you'll fall gravely ill. Tragedy will befall you. If I do, are you sure this geometric master isn't just a con man? He'll be like, once you're inside, you'll know the master was telling the truth. I'm gonna
think,
go with
think,
we
think.
decide our fate.
Would
It's not
I
in
do
heavens. You
it?
should continue living there. What do you mean continue living there? If I hadn't moved out when I did, I'd have fallen into Mars struck long ago.
Because for Zenless, I'm done. Star Rail, I'll let fate decide what happens there.
Even though I
But
don't want this busted house anymore, it is still a personal asset. I like to sell it no matter the price. If you're going to investigate the haunted house, there's something I'd like to ask you. I knew it. Well, what is it? Doesn't have extra dialogue. Who could sell this rickety haunted house to? Ronald, well, whether I sell it or not depends on the result of your investigation, does it not? For this one, I'm gonna go with Lil Gui. I think we should just head back. Wait, haunted house investigation is perfect material. We can't miss out on this.
just trying to think here.
Man, I wish. So ZZZ, you can replay cutscenes, and
Okay,
you
so
know,
for 3 refreshes,
replaying a voice line in case you like misheard or you didn't
that
quite
would
understand
be
what they said, so you go back and
if I
replay
want
it.
3 full
It's a really
days
nice
artifact
feature,
refreshing,
but
just so I can get
man, I wish
lots
you
of
could like
time out of the way.
replay cutscenes again, just like watch, like just to watch. While you were investigating the haunted house, could you help me find the dead? I won't be able to sell it without. Um, if you do that, I'll allow you to visit the
It
haunted
does
house for
sound pretty
free.
tempting, yeah.
Easy enough. Leave it to us. I really don't know where this is baffling self-confidence of yours comes from.
Because that's like several days worth
Okay.
of
Speak with Knife and pair to enter the haunted house residence. The haunted house squad obtained permission to
hmm.
investigate the haunted house residence to help the landlord recover the deed. Knife can hardly keep her excitement down. Okay, we can re-talk to this guy and Su Shang before Gwenaifen. I was worried I lose the deed, so I put it in a safe. I know you can find it. I'm counting on you.
I guess I've decided.
Su Shang.
We'll see in a couple seconds.
A haunted house.
3,
The top
2.
talisman. What gave us works.
Oh, that's a little faster, but sure.
Man, we need honestly, we need more. We need more
Yeah, I made my
you the little
choice.
characters.
So let's take a look at how many refreshes I would like to do. Max is going to be 800.
Hold on a sec, I'm not ready yet. Yeah, actually, hold on.
But if I do at least 2 extra a day, that'll be 150. So
No,
if I
yeah.
do
Okay,
150 a
never mind.
day
We're good.
over the course of
Well, shall we head
11
over?
days,
Let's head off. I'm ready. Let's go.
I've got to bring the calculator out now. Okay, so if I do 150, that's going to be 2 refreshes a day over the course of
Oh,
10
this is
days.
giving, like,
That'll be
early
1500.
beginning of the event vibes. This isn't the place exactly the same as the Hill of Sliver.
Yeah,
So
then
the
I'll still
encounter,
have an
of course,
extra
gets
10
easier.
pull up the reserves
There's a limited resource
if I
in
don't do
the
max refreshing.
Zinto Loofu. I just had to piece things together with the blueprint of a similar house.
Oh, yeah. Give me a sec. So 2 refreshes would be
Oh,
50, then 100, 150. Then 1500. I will be losing a 10 pull in Genesis, but I'll still be getting a 10 pull over the course of the next 10, 11
if I'm not
days.
able to touch the continuance like at all.
So it'll cancel itself out. But I would still have.
Because the continuance
Okay,
I can do Monday
I have a
and
plan.
Tuesday.
We got the plan ready.
For the
Okay, okay.
updates, try and get that done.
So,
um,
I'll just convert them now.
yeah, the March one, to get down to it,
So
I'll
let's
quick
do
it on Sunday. But yeah, I'll pull on the
89.
now spot
Just
on
convert
Sunday.
the last one.
That must be the haunted house up ahead.
Okay.
If we go, so we're
Need some maths
like
here.
tonight. Good night. Good I've been wait. I'm not sitting up
We're
staying
at
the night at the
60.
haunted house.
Okay,
I
cool,
thought we
cool.
would be able to look around inside. Good I've been
Then
when he was moving out, the house was cleared out,
we'll
mocked
take
up.
out
The dead should be in a
1600.
safe. The deeds should be in a the safe somewhere. This isn't scary as I imagined. I'm gonna go with
We'll be at
this.
70.
This is a Luofu model house. How scary can it be?
Then if I take out another
Oh, either way, we need to find the deed and try to
1596.
find the Hill of Mist. While we're at it, 2 birds, 1 stone. Then we'll put up a haunted house investigation post and rake in the followers. You make it sound so easy. I'm a little sorry. Come to think of it, don't you think this advertisement bar over there is a little out of
Okay,
place?
so I need to get at least 4 primo gems from somewhere.
Is this
Oh,
something
actually,
that should get us to the
hang on, we
deed?
can.
When I said nope, Sushane, come on, let's go
1,
take a look. See
2,
what we can find
3,
out.
4. Okay, so we can do
Let's
this.
go now.
So we can do shop, bargain, primo gem
We're already almost halfway done with the
at
quest.
1596. 1596. 1600 again. So now we're going to be at 80. Okay. We're at 1500. That means I'll be giving myself 2 refreshes from this Genesis reserve just to get some extra artifacts. Okay. Okay. This I can live with. This I can live with. And we'll be doing it over the course basically until Niche's release. So 50. Double refresh. Just like that. And we go in.
Just as you move to inspect, the advertisement suddenly flips over like it's come to life. Whoa! It's coffee. It's the wanted poster for coffee.
I think in this case, I'll try and bring someone else. Like, would I bring?
Have the grassroots level
I
where
know Diaz
I
served me
still
really
want
well.
Kafka's poster. May still see
We tried
Kafka's
Toma
traits. However,
as a shielder.
a wooden poster for Kafka appearing here in the
I guess the housework can wait.
apparent haunted house should raise some caution among you and your companions due to
Yeah,
its
let's
unexpected
try
nature.
Toma.
It shouldn't be here. You should
Details.
probably go closer and take a look. No, don't do that.
Good amount of ER. Get rightful reward.
Oh boy.
ER sands. I guess I would want an HP goblet.
Posted one poster. Sure, Kafka's one poster is pretty, but shouldn't be here.
Selecta.
Residence. It's definitely an anomaly.
Where's my HP goblet?
Alright, we know what's about to happen.
Because we don't need EM for this. Yeah, good amounts there.
Touch it, get closer.
EM. I don't think I have another HP goblet. Or HP. Actually, 2-piece HP is actually decent.
Expected this. Oh, it's nature, by the way. Your first thought right now is it's supposed to be a clue about the haunted house. It'll be like, that's right, cool. Are there
Yeah,
any
2 HP.
enough of the beast? What
2
about
VM
the
should be
poster for
decent.
Blade? No way. I want to tear it down. Stop. She's beautiful. Correct, but now it's not the time to be saying such words.
Alright, going in.
No such thing.
Don't get too close. Here's backup.
This'll brighten up the place.
Oh gosh.
That's crit. Could be good for Favonius. Hello, Tekatema. Welcome to stream. I'm just gonna be doing these runs real quick first. Then I'll take a look at Enka for your account.
Extract!
Fire it up.
Carbon wave! Surf's up!
Check this out. I got you covered.
Reconstitute! Let's shred, Sharky!
I might need to get Favonius on Toma.
So vengeful spirit. This is the Drata. I only hear it. I heard it. I suddenly don't really want to rescue them. What do you mean by a vengeful spirit? That was obviously a Hilibus, right? Ah, yes. Looks like all the clues are hidden in this residence. All we need to find a Hilibus and all these.
Neutralize!
Fire it up.
I must protect my clients. Amazing! Amazing!
Check this out.
Fresh and floral!
Gotta change the team again. This ain't doing it. Yeah, I think I might have to choose a different team just to make this go faster. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, different team. Much as I love you guys. I'll switch you over. We'll go. So I want to bring. Hydra's still gonna be effective.
Why is this magnet useless?
Alright, let's bring Tried and True.
It must
Quick
be
rounds.
spawning hidden middle items. Let's give it a try.
Want me to come along?
Alright.
Shower me with praise. Time to shine.
Stabilize.
Wind strike. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Bow your head.
Alright. Pretty good. Attack percent, Knitch maybe. Maybe was kind of disappointed because I wanted it for Mulani, but sure. I'll take it.
Let my name echo in song.
Solidify. Let the mighty be humble.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Okay. EM. Damn, this is not helping me in the slightest.
Let the world come alive.
Stabilize. Silence. The tides beckon.
Just a quick healing. Good. Alright, last run. Let's take a look. Defense. Oh yeah, this is gonna take a bit. Alright, so let's put a pin in this, and let's open up Enka for your accounts. Enka.network, you need just general advice on Genshin on the Asia server. Okay. This should be easy to see. Alright, so AR-48, so you just started farming. Okay, just started farming artifacts. Okay. That's where we're taking this from. So you're working with Dendro Traveler, Favonius, solid weapon choice. Okay. You did pull for Wanderer. Okay. You did have a set for him. Okay. Getting started. Favonius, Warbow, and Yelan, solid choice. Okay, Kazuha, good choice. Tainari, Wanderer's Troop, solid. Guess you're still starting. Fine. Mulani, Ring of Yaksha. Crit rate, crit damage. Just using whatever pieces. Chi-Chi. Shangling, Gaming, Lisa. Okay, Takatama. Or Takatema, sorry. Here's some suggestions I can give you based on what you have for me. What I would recommend you to do is focus on, because I see a lot of, Shangling Benny is the 1.0 like Dream Team combo. They're like the core of literally 4 years worth of teams. Like a good majority of teams run these two as like their pyro core. So never hurts in building them. You pretty much just want to get them as high of a level as possible. Level up your Shangling's elemental burst only. Yeah. The domain I would recommend you start farming since you did start off in Natlan, you only have like one Natlan character though, and too many other good characters. What I would recommend you do, especially with the strong box revision, I'll just go back to here real quick and show strong box stuff, is that you have a lot of good characters, and since you just started farming artifacts, you know, everyone has to start somewhere. So with the strong box, you can dump all of your like garbage artifacts into here and just try to get some good pieces for your other characters. In this case, with the 5.0 update, we got a bunch of new additions like Marshall Hunter, Vorkacious Blow, Golden Troop, Desert Pavilion, Paradise Lost, Gilded Dreams, Deepwood, like lots of good pieces that you can trade in. So the domain, I would recommend you start farming. That you're probably just gonna have to like hunker down in Tekatema. You have to go to Inazuma for this. I would just recommend you just live, breathe, live, laugh, love emblem. The Momiji died court artifact domain. That's because of the general 2-piece viability, 2-piece attack percent, literally everyone can use, 2-piece energy recharge, everyone can use. So even if you don't get like a good 4-piece of either, you have good generalist stats to work with. In terms of who gets what, Yelan and Xiangling would love to get 4-piece emblem as soon as possible. Stats to include would be like energy recharge, crit rate for damage. For Yelan, it would be HP percent. For Xiangling, it would be attack percent or EM substats. Love to have it. For the attack percent set, everyone but Mulan would use it. Mulan and Yelan, since they both focus on HP percent. In that case, you can just trade in for Mulan or for Mulan and or Yelan, you can trade in for either Nim Stream, which the 2-piece gives hydro damage bonus, which they like. You can also exchange for Heart of Depth for Mulan specifically, since she uses the whole 4-piece effect. For her normals and stuff. But I guess if we're just talking about like generalist, like where to start first, level up your Dendro Traveler, level up your Kazuha. These two are like the backbone for a lot of supports pre 5.0. A lot of people are definitely going into 5.0 and beyond with like Natlan hype and all that. But Kazuha and Dendro Traveler really carried a lot of the Sumeru meta into Fontaine meta for a bit. Especially Dendro Traveler as a free-to-play option. A little limiting, but solid. For Kazuha, you can run, Kazuha, Xiangling, Bennett into, say, or actually, you can run. Yeah, you got a lot of options. It's rough here. But yeah, still, aside from any other like damage dealer, Tekka, just Dendro Traveler, Kazuha on 4-piece Viridescent. Like all EM on like the Sands, the Goblet, and the Circlet. Especially at C0. Full EM, you do have Iron Sting. Yeah, full EM build for him. It'll be good. Dendro Traveler, you're fine with the weapon. Solid choice. Go 4-piece Gilded Dreams. No, 4-piece Deepwood, I would say. I Gilded. 4-piece Deepwood. So then your Dendro reactions get something. I don't know if you're still here, Tekka. Just let me know if you are. But I'll still continue. 4-piece gilded, energy recharge, attack regen 0%, and then crit rate for your Dendro Traveler. Still here? Okay, good. But yeah, since you just started, I don't expect you to get this immediately. This kind of takes months to do, but I would just recommend dumping a lot of your resin into the emblem domain in Inazuma just to get yourself started. Since you don't have a lot of Fontanian characters, you don't need Marshall Say Hunter or Golden Troop. So that's like out of your zone. I would just recommend just putting the grindstone into emblem, then going into strongbox once you started to get a lot of pieces. Because the only characters that can't benefit from like a general 2-piece of each, once again, would just be Mualani and Yelan, since they both benefit off HP. Even if you don't get the recommended sets for any of these characters, once again, everyone but those two Hydro characters I mentioned will still be okay with 2-piece Shimenawa, 2-piece Emblem, and it'll carry you for months. The only time you would need a 4-piece effect is if you're trying to go for a specific bonus or combo with some certain teams, but otherwise, yeah, that's it. For the most part, I would just recommend that for your DPSs, if you do plan on getting them and trying to build them, they follow a standard of attack percent, element damage, and crit rate, crit damage. Crit rate usually if you don't have like crit damage weapons. So like Wanderer, for example, if you want to play him, it would be attack percent. You already have Desert Pavilion, so I guess if you want to trade in to beef up your Wanderer every now and then, you can. But attack, animo, crit. For Yelan, instead of attack, it would be HP, so HP Hydro crit, stuff like that. I don't know if you want to build Chi Chi, but she does actually benefit quite well from mass healing. So you can go like attack, crit. If you give her like a nice damaging weapon, she can actually be kind of okay, but she should be like last priority because everyone else is like better. Yeah, Chi Chi's like your last priority. No Chi Chi, then ignore. Everyone but Chi Chi can use this. Jean is super good. If possible, try to give her Viridescent as well. She can act really well on a team with Xiangling and Bennett, especially on Bennett, because then you can do some pretty interesting pyro shenanigans because Benny's ultimate inflicts pyro on the main character. Jean's burst swirls elements that are active if you're still in the circle, and Jean's burst overlaps it. You keep applying pyro. It allows for some very unique gameplay, but if you just want to build her like generalist healer, you can also just go to Emblem, to Shimenawa. Like, for support build, energy recharge, attack percent, crit rate will be fine. Animal damage if you want to like emphasize her ultimate, but attack percent goblet is usually more common to come across. And then just change the weapons whenever you get the chance. Like if you pull more gacha, or if you want to stay free to play and you are working on craftable weapons. Jean's best free to play is Aminoma Kageichi for the self energy regen. For Traveler, it would be Sapwood Blade, but you already have Favonius on him, so it doesn't matter. Kazuha, Iron Sing, we already have it. That's fine. Actually, though, What I would say you do first is, once again, just keep my recommendation for Emblem there, right? Like, once you have the chance, go farm Emblem. What I want you to do first, however, get all of your characters to max level, or like as close to max level as possible. Like Ascension level 4. If you don't want to level them to 70, fine. But the characters you want to raise, just get them as high as possible. Xiangling, Bennett have to. I mean, if you want to run both of them, they have to be as high level as possible to perform. Focus on talents afterward, and then do my artifact recommendation afterward. So it would be character progression, talent level / weapon progression. Get them as high as possible, like 70, 80, Ascension 4, Ascension 5, etc. And then just focus on artifacts. It's the least RNG and most like resin efficient way to do just general progress. It'll be slow. I'm not gonna lie. It'll be super duper slow. But it'll be worth it. Because then everyone will be powered up. You get guaranteed progress. It's never a bad thing to have. Never a bad thing. Just let me know if that makes sense, Tekka. Because I may have just gone a little too fast. Yeah, you have like a good roster of characters. Just needed some general guidance on them. Okay. Okay. Yeah, excellent choice of characters you have. Excellent choice. No problem, Tekka. Best of luck on your grind. Best of luck. Okay, speaking of the grind, I need to think of what to do next in that one. Because there's too much to do. Like, definitely a lot. Because what I think I'll do is, with the world quests available, they may hide some oculi. Even though I do want to find the oculi, they're going to be hidden behind some world quests eventually. Need to unlock signature weapon for Mualani. Oh, do you plan on pulling for her weapon? I notice you do have Ring of Yaksha. Hey, Skrill, what's up? Weapon is good or C1 Mualani is good? That's a rough one. I would say the weapon kind of beats out C1 Mulan by a little bit. But that's just because the passive adds so much to Mulan's damage. That C1 can kind of do. Like, for example, I'll take a look. The C1 Mulani. I mean, I don't have her C1. I wish I did, but it is what it is. So C1 Mulani, damage dealt by the first surging bite enters, it'll increase by 60%. So it gives you some extra like exploration buff. Super nice, I guess. But the C1 only like is extremely beneficial once you get to C2. Yeah. C1 and C2 are like tied or like kind of tied together. Because C1 gives more damage, but C2 allows you to get to that damage faster. And then stay in her Night Soul form for a little bit longer. So yeah, I would recommend just going for the weapon. It'll be a general power increase. Like for example, if I go to here, we take a look at the weapon itself. It's going to be a crit damage based catalyst, low base attack, but just a general max HP increase is amazing. And then after using the skill, which is basically all this is just tuned to Mualani, you gain some stacks called Scorching Summer. Each stack increases normal attack damage. It stacks 4 times, so that's just a 48 damage increase. And this is just basically locking you into Vaporize, which is Mualani's gameplay. Pretty much every normal attack. Yeah, every time you lose you lose a stack after doing a normal, but if you do a Vaporize, you gain 1 stack. So the idea is just keep the stack amount as high as possible. But yeah, weapon overall will be the better choice. If, and I mean if, very, very strong if, you somehow get lucky on the weapon banner, and then you get a C1 Mualani, that's like the best possible outcome. But yeah, weapon banner priority. Especially, since the weapon banner works like regular banner now. Instead of requiring 2 fate points, it's 1. Hard pity being at like 70. So, it's basically just like a regular banner, except that, instead of 180 pity, it's 140. So the weapon is kind of okay to go for. Just depends on how many wishes you have. First time pulling weapon. Well, if it's going to be the first time, make sure you make it count. Soft pity is usually like 60, if I recall. My God, it's been a bit since I've seen the yeah, 80 attempts. It should be like 60 that you get the soft pity range. I'll say 8, Jalen. It's been a while. How you doing? You have 80 pulls? Okay. I will say, Tekka, if you want to make your Mualani stronger, and you don't mind, like, and if you're, like, dedicated on doing that, then I would recommend giving it a shot. At worst, you give your Kazuha his signature, or you get, like, a standard. at worst. But just be careful. Alright, then I'll think of another number. It won't be 8 this time. It was not 7. What about Raiden banner? If you're worried about getting Raiden, then I would recommend saving. Correct, Jalen. It was 6. Raiden banner is next. I do have Raiden. I've used her for a long time. Raiden, she's kind of quote unquote fallen off, but that's just because the newer characters have bigger, shinier numbers. Um, but once you build Raiden correctly, she is a force to be reckoned with. Super easy to play with one of her best teams. You already have like 3 out of 4. Or in this case, like you have her teammates just like ready. You have Benny, you have Xiangling, and you have Yelan. I don't know if you have Xingqiu or not, but Yelan can sub in for Xingqiu in some cases. Gives more damage to Raiden. Because the idea would be to use Xiangling, use Benny, use Yelan, then come out with Raiden and kill everything. Can you save 80 pull per character? Absolutely. You just have to not pull on the weapon banner. If you want to, because since Raiden's going to be coming up very quickly, I don't know if you'll be even able to get like a lot of wishes before her banner ends. But I can show you an example of the Raiden Shogun. Just gonna have to go fight a tough enemy. It's like the Raiden Shogun. We'll go fight the Yungasaur as an example. It's a new tanky boss. It can actually survive. So I'll show the Shogun team here. You do have Yelan, so I'll be using Yelan.
Let's go get ourselves some answers.
Since your Yelan has Favonius, I'll give my Yelan Favonius. So with Xiangling, you have lots of options for Xiangling. A classic option is to use the catch on her. So then you can focus on getting decent burst up time. And for Benny, you want to give him a high base attack sword. So if you don't have a Kilo Favonia, literally just go to your sword selection and choose the sword with like the highest like number here for base attack. That's it. I just gave him a Kilo Favonia because it's a classic weapon. You want to give him Noblesse. It's super easy. Raiden does ultimate damage. This buffs ultimate damage. Constellation doesn't really matter with Raiden. You want to level the ultimate for higher talent buffs. Same for Xiangling. Level up ultimate for higher talent buffs. Same for Yelan. Higher ultimate for higher damage buff. And for Shogun, same thing. It's all ultimates that you need to focus on, Tekka. So this team is super easy to like farm for in terms of talents, since you only really need to funnel everything into their ultimates. In terms of actually performing, we can take a look here. My Yelan is C1, so that gives her an extra charge of her elemental skill. So it'll be a little different gameplay. So what you want to do is, assuming you don't have Any energy, just build it up with like Bennett, Shogun. Make sure it is full. Alright, I'm just gonna teleport away. Just so we can actually see the rotation in action. Because you're only really gonna see this rotation be possible in like Spiral Abyss, where you have all of your ultimates up at once. But, you know, overworld you can take it easy. But once again, the Yumkasaur is a very tanky enemy. So let's go back here. Should be at full HP again. And here's how the rotation will work. Once you go into combat, Raiden's elemental skill, when you activate it, gives the entire team ultimate damage buff per energy that they have. So, hey Vino, yeah, a little bit of a late stream. But yeah, you definitely want to use the elemental skill for Raiden first, Tekka, just so that everyone gets buff damage. Then the rotation will be a little quick. You want to use Benny ultimate into skill, switch it to Xiangling, use their ultimate, use skill, use Yelan ultimate, skill once, and then go with Raiden. And use your Raiden being able to funnel energy to everyone. You can repeat the process again. And then if the enemy was tankier and they had more HP, or if there were more waves, then you would be able to rinse and repeat this cycle. However, once again, I do have a Raiden Shogun signature weapon, so this does boost a lot of my Raiden stats. If you do not have the weapon at all, alternatives include the catch, which is Xiangling's best weapon. If this happens to be the case, Raiden gets the catch, Xiangling keeps a different weapon, such as Favonius Lance, Deathmatch, whatever else you have. Let's see. But yeah, with the Raiden Shogun, her best in slot is Emblem of Severed Fate. There's literally no exceptions to that Tekka. It's because energy recharge and elemental burst damage. And the reason why this is her best in slot is because of her passive. It converts her energy recharge above 100% into greater damage for the Muso Ishin, which is going to be her ultimate, and then just greater electro damage. How to get the catch weapon? You have to go to the Fishing Association in Inazuma. So go here, Inazuma. It's going to be right next to Inazuma City. It's called the Inazuma Fishing Association. You have to catch specific types of fish and exchange them at this association to get the weapon itself, as well as its refinements. It is a long, long grind. If you weren't here during the initial release of the catch, everyone was fishing for it. Everyone. It was absolute pain trying to farm for yourself, because you were trying to keep your world to yourself, or you're trying to hop into other people's worlds to get the catch. Because yeah, the longer you wait, the longer, you know, the pain just kind of accumulates. But yeah, this team generally really good for like Abyss and keeping the energy flow going. but like the other characters do need energy themselves. Like they need to be like close to, if not above 200% energy recharge. I only do it just because with the energy restoration Raiden gives. Because optimally, you want to be like 180, 200 for your teammates. So that when Raiden does the ultimate to regen the team ultimates, it goes by pretty quickly. However, I go above 200% just for the ease of mind, for the most part. In place of Yelan, I would just recommend Cho, just because he's really good. Yelan's still pretty good too, but I just prefer Cho.
Quietly now.
I'll show an example with Cho. We'll go to Natlan. We'll fight the Yunkasaur again. So Yelan, she's really good in Raiden teams since she gives like a good damage percent buff to the character that's on field. And in this case, since Raiden's going to be on the field, she buffs Raiden's damage considerably. For Cho, though, he adds to team damage and gives Raiden like good resistance to stuff. His best in slot is also going to be Emblem of Severed Fate. So if you happen to want to go for Raiden, Tekka, and you happen to get Xingqiu as well, like in your polls, whether on rate, off rate, etc., you're going to be farming that domain for a while. So that's why I recommend it. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing again. Engage ultimate. Ultimate skill. Ultimate skill. Ultimate. And just attack. Once again, this enemy is like millions of HP, right? It's almost down. Like that. It's like at world level 9, that's like a 1.5 million HP boss. And even though we didn't get the full rotation back on time, we got like really close to being able to do it again. And this team is not like a super strong team per se, but it outputs consistent damage once you have everyone built up. So it doesn't do like super big damage like Nuvolette or like Mulan. When you get Mulan set up, it doesn't. Or like Hu Tao, Arlecchino, etc. But the consistency is its selling point. So we can do so in addition with yeah, it's super consistent once you get everything up and running. I guess to show you what I mean, I'll also shift to the catch as well, and I'll give Xiangling Favonius Lance instead. So let's go grab some energy, I guess. Let's go back to Mondstadt. This will be my last showcase for you, Tekka. Day and night. Yeah, I'm just showing a particular person by the name of Tekatema on like how the Raiden team would work. Because they were wondering if they should save for Raiden, so I'm just giving them an example.
Body and mind.
It's gonna be, or I've just been fighting Natlan's enemies so far, just the Yumpasaur, since it's a tanky boy. So yeah. All right, so this would be the alternative if you do not have Raiden's signature weapon. The catch would be on Raiden. My damage would be a little less. Crit rate would be a little consistent though. Favonius Lance would have a lot of energy. But yeah, the same thing would still apply here, Tekka. So when you hop in, elemental skill for Raiden,
Everybody stand.
unleash everything on the team.
Ring cutter. Now you shall
And then go into Raiden Shogun.
illusion shattered. Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up.
Push it to Xiangling. So it's a little slower just because I don't have
Sword.
you know, my Raiden signature. It's only a little bit slower, quote unquote, probably by like 1 to 2 seconds, but yeah, it's very consistent. Very, very consistent. And that'll be all for my, you know, showcase, I guess. Just let me know if you're still here, Tekka, and if you have any questions on how this particular team works. Because this is like a real old but gold kind of team at this point. Because I will say that no matter what Abyss like comes in, if you have this team like ready to go, that's it. You know, super easy to work with. Oh yeah, no problem. Glad to help. But yeah, I would recommend, since you did ask about Raiden, and I understand Mualani doing big damage is super nice. I will say though, once you start getting more like you don't have Xingqiu, he's available in the shop right now, but he does tend to get featured a lot in a couple of banners. You can also get him from standard if you have not gotten him yet. Yeah, because if you go in the shop, he does cost Star Glitter.
One would
Yeah, the Star Glitter might be a little pricey. It's like 34 is like five. That's like 7 wishes right there. It's a little pricey, but to grab your first Xingqiu, I would say it's worth it if you have it. If you don't have it, then just keep pulling. You'll probably get one eventually. But as I mentioned before, Tekka, Yelan works in place of Xingqiu.
due to
It's just that Xingqiu provides a different capability with his damage mitigation, with his rain swords, and dealing hydro damage as well. Yelan provides on-field damage bonus, so your Raiden will deal more damage with Yelan, potentially. So you can take Xingqiu out, sub in with Yelan. You'll be fine, but just be careful with enemies because you may get knocked around easier. because Shingcho can prevent the knockback considerably. That's the only like big difference. But you know, if you have a lot of damage built after a lot of farming in Emblem, which you'll probably do, you'll probably get some really good artifacts for this team, and you'll be solid. So yeah, you're okay. Not to worry. The only worry would be just the farming itself. It's gonna be really tedious, unfortunately, kind of boring. But once again, easier way to like speed it up is if you continue farming an emblem for like, let's say, you know, you log in, you spend your resin, an emblem, you log off, and then you know, after a couple of weeks, maybe like I'll give it say 2 weeks, I would recommend you go to your nearest artifact strongbox. So in this case, I'm just gonna go back to Natlan as an example. In order to speed up your farming, you can toss all of your garbage like emblem and Shimenawa pieces, like you know the ones with flat stats, defense percent, etc. You can toss them back into the strong box here, and just double up on emblem for I guess everyone really, yeah. Raiden would need emblem, Yelan would need emblem, Xiangling would need emblem, Bennett can run emblem, but I would recommend giving him noblesse um, for the ultimate damage bonus. But yeah, you can basically double up on this. Don't worry about like farming the brand new set, Tekka. That's like for people who have established accounts and want to pour some stuff into Natlan. Because like emblem is just gonna carry it. And once again, the only two people who will not benefit from the attack percent piece as you're farming it is just going to be Mualani and Yelan. Those are the only two characters that will not benefit. Because both of them can benefit from some energy recharge. It's not any offensive stat, but extra energy to get their ultimates up is very nice to have. But you know, if the Shimenawa stats are really good, just slap him on. It's whatever. Pieces are pieces. But if you do want to improve Mualani and Yelan a little bit more, exchange for either Heart of Death 2-piece or Nymph's Dream 2-piece. Both of them are Hydro damage. If you want HP percent, you can also exchange for Vorukasha's Glow or for Tenacity of the Millith. Both of them are HP percent on 2-piece. And it goes well with their HP percent scaling. Never hurts to have them. But yeah, just any last general questions for farming, Tekka? Because I just tossed a lot out there. So if you want me to repeat anything, just do not be afraid to ask. Because I'll be honest, I did want to farm, but it's a little too late for farming. I'm kind of tired. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Do you have any stamina for Zenless? Mental stamina. Yeah, I can leave that alone for tonight.
The cabin in the mist. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think I'll leave it alone for tonight. I think I'll play Zenless Zone tomorrow.
New horror.
Um,
Marketing ploy.
because right now in Genshin, I'm just kind of winding down, trying not to do too much before Knitch. Like at best, I might also just
Now, this
save
is
more
our
wishes.
moment of solitude.
Yeah, I might just save like maybe one more set of temples just in case, but that means I'm gonna have to really limit my playtime, which is fine. But yeah, that'll be all for today. Once again, thank you so much for sticking around, for lurking. I will be logging off for the time being. Just enjoying my night off because I have some errands to do tomorrow. So take care. Thanks so much for watching, and again, have a good rest of your evening, guys. Goodbye.